Hey y'all, welcome back. If you don't know me, I'm TK, and this channel is about makeup and doing some food and having a lot of fun. And if that sounds like a good time to you, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button, make sure your notifications are turned on, and leave a like. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Today we are going to talk about my Valentine's Day haul. On Valentine's Day, we had a power outage. I had planned on making like a big dinner for us, whatever. We had a power outage that lasted pretty much all day in our area of the city, but in the area of the city where the Ulta and the Sephora are, they have power, and hubby decided to take me Valentine's Day shopping at Ulta and Sephora. And so I'm going to go over in this video everything that I got. Everything that I got is on my face right now, and if that sounds like fun to you, stick around. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, they don't know me like they think they know me.
Okay. When I go out and spend my own money, I will spend money. I am not afraid. But since hubby was doing this, and even if anybody else like gets me things, I usually try to just not go too ham and really run up a bill. But there were some things that I have been looking at this year that I really wanted to try. And I said in my influencers brands video that one of the brands that I've wanted to try and hadn't yet, still wanted to try, was Natasha Denona. So hubby said to me, he's like, you know, no lights, can't do anything. You want to go to Ulta and look around, maybe get something for Valentine's Day? And I'm like, yes. As I was doing my makeup to go, I was using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remaster palette. And once he saw my look, he was like, it's really beautiful. I said, yeah, I used the palette that you bought me for my birthday in 2019. And he was like, oh, where did we get that? I said, we got it at Sephora. And he's like, you want to go to Sephora too? And I'm like, yes I do. You know how as you're looking through, as you're looking through your Instagram feed or whatever, you're kind of thinking about these little things sort of come past you and go, oh, I kind of like to try that, I kind of like to try that. But then in the wake of the bigger things like a palette launch or a brand launch that you've really been looking forward to, those things kind of they sort of just go by they become flotsam. Let's put it that way. They become flotsam. So these were things that I had seen other people use even, and I had seen come across my feed and had thought about I wanted to try, but just hadn't done so. So the first thing that I kind of wanted to try was this. And you're like, are you kidding? Lash glue. What in the world is the point? Everybody's tried that. And Robert Walsh made a comment that the blue duo will ruin your life. Let me tell you, I have tried the green duo. I have tried the purple duo. The purple duo is supposed to be, I know that might look blue. That might look blue on my screen, but it is actually purple. Is a quick set lash glue. The blue duo is like a latex. You put it on, you wait 30 seconds, you stick your lashes on. And yes, it can be tricky, it can be messy, but I have worked with latex before, and I've done some builds, some SFX, special effects builds with latex, and I don't have a problem working with latex, and this is a dream. So the one thing I don't like about the other glues are that they stick on and then they always feel like they're pulling my eye, really pulling, like they're stuck in one place, and every time I blink they sort of grab or itch or something weird. They feel weird. This, I think because of its latexy nature, sort of moves slightly with my eyelid much the way my natural lashes would. And it is so comfortable. I don't even know I'm wearing lashes. I would say 45 seconds, not 30. It's not ready in 30. And that might be why everybody says it's a problem. Because after 30 seconds, it's still a little bit, it's just like latex. So latex has a turning point where once you apply it, it's liquid jelly, and then latex, like hard latex. So the jelly stage is not all that long. So 45 seconds, I think this stuff basically gets to the jelly stage in like 45 seconds. You pop it on, they stick there, and that is it. And I cannot believe how comfortable it is. So I've gone on quite long enough about some lash glue. The next item I actually had tried, but somebody else, I ended up giving this away. So it's the e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm. This stuff is amazing. I love it for lips like during the day. At nighttime, I like slather my lips with like an oil, and then I put like Vaseline over it, and that's fine for nighttime overnight. But during the day, and chapstick is just, I don't know, chapstick just doesn't really work for me. So then I started carrying around those little tubes of Vaseline. I don't really like them. This stuff is amazing. This stuff is not only, I think, pretty moisturizing, but it creates sort of an occlusive layer so that the wind and the dryness doesn't suck the moisturizer out of your lips. This is like a peach flavor, I guess. They have a couple of different ones of these, but I got some before and I really loved it. But my son loved it too, so I gave it to him, and I was glad to get another one back. The next thing I wanted to try was, again, something that Robert Welsh had suggested. I don't know. Robert Welsh mentioned that this was like the best eye primer. He uses it all the time, and he used to use like the MAC paint pot, and then he switched from using MAC, and then he was like, oh, this primer, this is great. And I thought, oh, well, I always wanted to try the MAC paint pot, so I'm not going to support MAC, so let me try this. And it's the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Shh, it's expensive though. Even the big tube is expensive, but even the little one is kind of high. But actually, I think for the amount of product you get, it's probably not too bad. But that said, I tried it. It's nice. I will use it till it's empty. But it's not what everybody to me, I'm sorry, it's not what everybody makes it out to be. Everybody makes this out to be some kind of like magic primer, whatever. I'm sorry. My Wet n Wild primer does just fine, and it's just as sticky. I don't get it, but I like it. I love it. I will use it. And I was really happy, and I was happy to have it, and I was happy to be able to try it. Next thing that I got, I'd heard was a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, and Michaela Noguera had talked about using, she's like, Milk Hydro Grip Primer, Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's really sticky. It's really great. And I've been using setting spray. So I'll do my eyes, do the setting spray, use that as a primer. And I thought, but I could use something that's more moisturizing, something with hyaluronic acid that would not just help my foundation stick, but would also, kind of rid me of some of these wrinkles. And, I know it's temporary. I get it. And so I got the Milani Skin Quench Hydrating Primer. I want to see if I can, there you go. There, the Milani shows up. The Skin Quench Hydrating Primer. This is hyaluronic acid, coconut water. I don't know if the coconut water, it might make a good cocktail. I'm not sure what the coconut water is for. I don't know what that does. But I'll tell you this. It definitely is good and sticky. and it definitely did get rid of some of these lines that show up really easily under my eyes. My skin is always so dry. I really did feel it moisturize my skin, but not in a way that my foundation would slip. It really, I don't know, it's amazing to me. This is amazing to me, and maybe that's why everybody loves the Milk Hydro Grip, because it's probably amazing too. Is this a dupe for Milk Hydro Grip? I'm not 100% sure, because I've only tried that product one time. I feel like this is much better. It's not quite as sticky as the Milk Hydro Grip. If you like that, that's great. But it has all the other great qualities. It's moisturizing, it's blurring. So I'm really, really happy to have this, and I will re-up this forever. I will probably stop using the setting spray as primer, and we'll probably start using this, because I think this is going to be better for my particular skin. Next on the list. By the way, in my thumbnail, I don't know if you saw it, there's a wine glass that says "Let's Day Drink." That's pretty much me. And I didn't get that at Sephora or Ulta. We went to a little place called The Main Ingredient that sells like kitchen equipment and, you know, knives, whisks, all those things, but they also sell plates and wine glasses and spices and whatever. And I've always wanted a stemless wine glass, and a stemless wine glass that says "Let's Day Drink" is definitely for me. All right, next on the makeup list is this was something that I saw. I wanted to try it. I'm a big fan of e.l.f. I love their products. I wanted to try the HD powder. I was out. I had some, I've been using the Wet n Wild HD Photo Focus setting powder. I don't use setting powder, like not like baking or anything like that. I tried a couple different ones. The one from NYX is extremely dry and it cakes immediately. The one from Wet n Wild is great and I like it, but I was running out of it. I bought the NYX one because I had some credit on Amazon and I thought, okay, I'll try this as a powder. It's a bit too much. It's a bit too cakey for me. So I had to kind of, I mean, I have it. I'll use it like I would say, I'll use it, but it is not really a daily driver or one that I would want to use if I was not going to be on camera. So I was just going to go out for the day. This e.l.f. HD primer is really nice. It's not glowy. It's just a regular, you know, light beige powder. All right, the next thing that was on my list that I really wanted to try, a while ago, I told you I'm a fan of e.l.f. A while ago, I went ahead and I bought the e.l.f. Putty Primer Trio. So there's the matte putty primer. These are little. There's the poreless putty primer, which I have the bigger one of. And then there's the luminous putty primer, which I haven't tried yet. But with it came this like really cool brush. But maybe I can put it up next to my big forehead and you can see what it is. So this little scoop right here is very nice for getting the putty out. And that brings me to the other product that I have been dying to try. And for some reason, just I've put in e.l.f. orders and just never remember to stick in my cart, which was the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is in the shade Turks and Caicos, which is a lovely peach color that I always fall for. And then I turn around and I go, why don't I have any pink blushes? Because I always fall for the peachy ones. This is just exactly what I would expect from the e.l.f. Putty products. It's very smooth, very easy to blend. I put my foundation on, and before I did any powder, I put the blush on, and honestly, I really, really love it. I do have some highlighter on there, but you can see the blush too. I really love, love, love the blush. It did not remove my foundation like some other brands liquid non-powder blush does. I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not petty like that, but it rhymes with Rare Beauty. I will buy this again. I will buy this in other colors. I just got the one today. I was going to pick up the pink one, and I was like, what if I hate it? I love this. This will be one that I will hit the bottom of the jar on, and I will probably, I'll probably be re-upping this for a long time. Now, Elf, listen, if you're going to stop selling this, please let me know so I can get some inventory. That's all I'm saying, because I really, really like this product. And one thing that bugs me, and I know it bugs you guys too, is whenever a great product comes out and then they stop selling it for whatever reason. I don't know. All right. The impulse buy of this little haul was this baby right here. This is from ColourPop. It's a Super Shock Shadow, and it's called Frog. And it's gorgeous. It is just gorgeous. I don't even know how to describe it to you. It is pink with a purple and blue reflect in it. And it is so pretty. It's the stuff that's on the inner corner of my eye. And I just think it's really gorgeous. It's really beautiful as a topper. Really beautiful in that inner corner. I mean, what do we really expect from ColourPop? We expect no less than that. Than something really... It says Super Shock. It is super shocking. I absolutely love these Super Shock powders. Or Super Shock shades. But I never get them. If I'm going to ColourPop to get something, it's always like... oh, I'm going for a palette that they released or something like that. So it was lovely to actually be able to be in the store and shop and just see these little items and go, oh, I think rather than doing, you know, oh, I got 3 or 4 palettes, which I have tons of those, why not pick up these little items that I've been dying to try? This was a total impulse buy, though, because I was at the ColourPop. I was looking through the ColourPop for some other palette, for a palette actually, and then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, well, that looks better online than it does in person. I don't think I want that. And then this caught my eye because it was like on the shelf, like kind of right underneath, but the lights were maybe, I don't know, maybe they planned, maybe they showed the lights and were like, we're gonna sell these Super Shock shadows, we're going to focus some lights on them, and people are going to buy them. And if that was their plan, well, it worked. Last but not least at all, wanted to try Natasha Denona products. I had never tried them, but I wanted to try them. One of the reasons I've not tried them is because they're expensive. And I've heard that her products are fine. They're just fine. And that maybe her price tag on those palettes was taking the piss a bit. So I decided today would be the day when I went to Sephora. Today would be the day that I would get a Natasha Denona palette. And I did, but I did not get one of the big ones. I got the Mini Love, I think it's called Mini Love palette. Okay. It is beautiful. These are the shades. Okay. This one over here is a like a duochrome. These two are like a foil, and then 2 mattes. This is like a purple and a plum. I know that shows up kind of as a I don't know. I can never tell whether my monitor is actually the problem here. But so this little palette, it feels very luxurious. It's heavy, that's for sure. It has a nice lid that sort of just snaps shut. Snap shut, stay shut. This isn't going to just pop open on you. And let's see, what are the shades called? Oh, You Are My True Love. Oh. Nice. Okay. So it's You Are My True Love. You are my true love. If I'm going by what's on the back. I know that's a little sappy. Well, that's just me. It's a little sappy for me. is all I'm saying. So they have a bigger version of this palette. It was sold out at the Sephora where I was, but and I think it's sold out a lot of places. It's not sold out online, but the thing of it is, the bigger palette has a lot of overlapping shades with the Huda Rose Gold Remaster palette, which I already have. So I wasn't going to go for that. I did look at the other larger Natasha Denona palettes. The thing of it is, her palettes tend to be just like almost like every wedding palette that you've ever seen. I prefer to have like really big, vibrant colors, although it never hurts to have a palette or two that is kind of toned down, something that you could wear to a wedding, and you know, something that's like a little more demure. So I thought, well, this would be great because this kind of satisfies my desire for sort of a blingy color and a nice deep color. That deep plum, man, oh, it is gorgeous. It's what's on the outside corner. That deep plum is gorgeous. These foil shades, I was very surprised at how nice they actually came out. This one here is almost in the inner corner of my eye, and then this one is underneath the brow, which you can kind of see, but can't. This one's really sheer, super sheer. I mean, you can build it up. You can put it on the inner corner if you wanted to. I wanted to use the Super Chalk Shadow, so I put that in the inner corner. So I like this palette. The colors are beautiful. They're vibrant. They work exactly the way I would expect them to work. They're fine. This palette was $25. I don't feel like, for the amount of product that you get, I don't feel like $5 a pan is a bad price. So yeah, it's a good formula. It is definitely on par with the other palettes that I have that I'm very impressed with. So my Lunar Beauty palettes, this formula is very much on par with that. It's fine. It's a great palette, and I'm glad I have it. And since it was a gift from hubby, I'm even twice as glad that I have it. So that is my haul for Valentine's Day. And I'm just really glad, like, I know that I could have gone and been like, oh, palette. But I was glad that I was able to get these items that I've been seeing and wanting to try and hearing about, and they were always just sort of sitting there jumbled up in the back of my mind while I'm concentrating on the next big palette from Nomad Cosmetics or Lunar Beauty or whatever. So this was really nice. I hope you all had a good Valentine's Day. I hope you, and if you didn't celebrate it, I hope you went out and treated yourself to something or took care of yourself at home. Honestly, the person that you need to love before you love anybody else is yourself. And there are things about myself that get on my damn nerves, and I have to work through them with myself. But yes, the first person that I love and that I take care of first is me. And then because I'm in a good place, then I'm capable of taking care of my family and taking care of work. So you guys remember that too. Self-care is not just a thing that you do for yourself. Yeah, obviously you do for yourself, but it's not just for you. It's for your family. It's for your kids. It's for your job. If you take care of yourself and you make sure that you stay in a good place, then they will be better off and they will benefit from the best you that you can be, if that makes sense. I hope you had fun looking at this haul, and I hope that wherever you are, you're having a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, a great night. I hope that you're taking care of yourself. I hope that you are taking care of each other and being kind. And make sure you come back around for Foodie Friday. It's always fun. It's always delicious. There's always a little bit to learn about some of your favorite foods. And I would love any suggestions that you have for what we can do on Foodie Friday. I love to cook stuff, and even a challenge. I would love a challenge. That'd be great. So y'all take care of yourself. I'll see you Friday. Bye, y'all.
Valentine dripping, bleeding out my sneaks. Throw my crown at your face in case you forgot I was king. I hope it leaves a mark if you forget where you're destined to be. Higher than wings, flying outside of desert Syria.